How you doing? So we're here for another episode of our top favorite songs. We each pick 5 of our favorite songs from bands that we love, and it's not revealed before this recording. So today we're going to do System of a Down. All right. So System is a band that formed in 1994 in Glendale, California, and they are 4 Armenian American guys. And I'm going to look at some notes here for a second, but they were kind of labeled as like alt metal, but they really do fuse like funk, rap, thrash, and even Middle Eastern styles. So they're very eclectic, and with Serj Tankian's voice, he's just so versatile, and they really punch you right in the face with their songs. And I love that they really do talk about politics. I mean, in a very funny way. They're a very hysterical band, very ironic lyrics, and very anti-authoritarianism, anti-war, anti-genocide. Obviously, they're Armenian Americans. So they have a couple songs actually about the Armenian genocide. Anti-commercialism. A lot of what they sing about is how the media like corrupts, and how it's a message from our government and the media, and even just commercials and consumerism that really tries to take away our individualized thinking. And I think that this is a great band to discuss today in 2020, because even though they wrote a lot of their music 15, 20 years ago, it's really relevant today. These songs could come out today, and you could read the lyrics and say, holy shit, they're talking about the George Floyd issues and police brutality and our government who is like lying to us left and right, and the propaganda involved in all of it. So very relevant. So yeah, I'll let Steph take over for a little.
Yeah, and so the band, actually, their last album came out 15 years ago, like John said. They have toured after that. We actually saw them in 2012. They played PNC Bank Art Center. Great show, a lot of fun.
Great show, yeah. We were in the back in the lawn, but it was still, the energy was awesome.
Very cool, very cool.
I actually saw them one other time, sorry. I saw them at Ozfest, when they headlined Ozfest. God, I don't even know when that was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds really fun. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. And over the years, there's definitely been more information about the band not getting along. Even up until recently, the drummer came out with a statement about his support for Trump, and if you know anything about Serj Tankian, it's complete opposite, and definitely the band members have different opinions, and so it doesn't look like they're going to get back together anytime soon, but they are set to tour next year, so let's hope for that.
Yeah, but I think that they have some new material, but it's just a matter of getting in the studio, which the latest I heard, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Just because, again, like Steph just said, I don't know how well they really get along, especially with Serj and the drummer. But also, what's the other guy's name? Darren, yeah. I don't think he always got along. And it was Darren and Serj who really wrote the majority of the music, I believe. So, kind of like they were the backbones of the band. And again, if they're not getting along, it's going to be hard to get in that studio. But I'd love to hear any new stuff that they had, because it's been 15 years since their last album, like Steph said, and they kind of ended it in their prime in a lot of ways. I mean, it's great that we can still see them live if and when they do come around, but it'd be great to get some new material.
I agree.
All right, so let's start. I'll let you go first. 5 favorite songs.
All right, so I'm going to start with Revenja from the album Mesmerized. I think this song is just really awesome. What a drum riff, and love the guitar solo. The intensity of the song, just wow. Definitely an incredible song, one of my favorites.
Nice. Not on my list, but very good song. Okay, I'm going to list BYOB, Bring Your Own Bombs, off of Mesmerize, which was their second to last album. And BYOB actually I love that. That's what I talked about before, like the irony in the lyrics about, hey, we're having a party in the desert. It was written, I believe, for the Iraqi War back in the early 2000s, and it really is a hysterical song, but very serious. Like, why don't presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? I think it pretty much says it all. Anti-war song, love it. Yeah, great song. Number 5 on my list. And just a note that usually when we do these, I typically don't pick the songs that are like the commercially big hits of the bands, just because I kind of get tired of hearing the same songs over and over again. But BYOB was definitely one of their biggest hits, I'd say. I think they even actually won a Grammy for them. But it's still in one of my favorites. I never get sick of BYOB.
I agree. Awesome choice. Nice. Now my next pick is Lonely Day from the album Hypnotize. I think that song is actually about Darren's brother who died in a fire. Not sure if that's correct. But what an emotional song. I mean, it's the power of music, just with the lyrics and the sound of Darren's voice, which I love Darren's voice. I think it's hit with between him and Serge. I think their voices complement each other, and just wow, just the emotion you hear in that song. I think definitely it's a great one.
Yeah, it's a great song. One of their few ballads, slower songs. Actually, just missed my list, so very good choice. Yeah. All right, so I chose Hypnotize.
Wow, we have a match.
All right.
Nice.
Last couple times we've had like 2 matches for the bands that we've done, so we've got one already, early going. So let's see if we could beat our record. So yeah, Hypnotize off the same, that was self-titled, off that album Hypnotize. And I just love the first line. Why don't you ask the kids at Tiananmen Square? I love that. And again, political. And just a great song. And one of my favorites off Hypnotize.
Yeah, and I think,
it's got Lonely Days, same album. Yeah, like you said, yeah.
And Hypnotize, one of the most political songs, and they talk about freedom and democracy, and obviously how that's a jeopardy. And even today, again, an album that came out, over 10 years ago, and still, it's so relevant today. So definitely love how socially conscious they are.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got a match.
Nice.
All right, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go with Radio Video from the album Mesmerize. Can you tell already? I really love that album. So I'm going to say I love the tempo change, and I love how out of nowhere there's these reggae beats, just really awesome. And that's the thing about System, that they just totally blew me away from the very beginning, and they're not just defined like one genre. And of course, Serge Tankian's voice, like John said, so versatile. I think one of the most unique voices. I mean, I think Freddie Mercury is definitely the best singer in the world and the most unique.
Her favorite
singer.
Band.
Yes, Queen. But definitely Serge is just, what an incredible voice. He's just super talented. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's got some good solo stuff too.
He does.
All right, so I chose Atwa off Toxicity. And Atwa stands for Airs, Trees, Water, Animals. And actually, this song is about Charles Manson and his environmental beliefs. Actually, so a little bit of a positive about Charles Manson, pretty scary, but that he had some writings about pollution and about the environment, and that's what the song is about. So again, I love it. It's one of my favorites off Toxicity. Toxicity's got so many great songs, like Steph said. So that's one of them in my top 5.
Nice, awesome, great one. And I guess since we matched, I'm going to go with my last song.
Wow,
that went fast.
Uh-huh.
And that's going to be Prison Song from the album Toxicity.
Toxicity, yeah.
So relevant. Again, another politically charged song. It's heavy. Serge's voice is just, wow, it really hits you hard. It's just amazing, and I just love how they give you facts, about the prison system in the United States. Utilizing drugs to pay for secret wars around the world. Drugs are now your global policy. Now you police the globe. I mean, again, you can't get, any more raw than that about, what's going on in the country and what's been going on. with this broken prison system. So that's really awesome and relevant to what's happening today again, with the George Floyd shooting, and just again how it really is such a broken system that needs to change.
Right, like African Americans are just incarcerated at an outrageous rate in this country, and the industrialization of the prison system. I mean, history repeating itself. The song was written probably 20 years ago, I would say, right? When did Toxicity come out? Yeah, so 20 years ago, 19 years ago, and still so relevant today. So very good one. Yep. Excellent choice. Awesome. So I'm going to go again with another one off of Toxicity. I'm going to go with Chop Suey.
Awesome.
Yep, Self-Righteous Suicide. Everyone knows the line. Everyone knows the song. It's probably one of their most popular songs, if not the most popular song that put them on the map. And again, I'm picking another really popular song of theirs, but it's just so good. I never get tired of it, which is rare for me, like I mentioned before. But great song, Chop Suey. And actually, I think that album, like you pointed out to me, came out
a week before 9/11.
That's right.
And then they actually took the song Chop Suey off the air because of the attacks. So a very interesting time to put a new album out, which did amazing, well received, and I know it's one of our favorites.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, I wonder why. I know that in 2003, I think they refused to play in the Grammys. They were asked to play, and they refused. So maybe it has something to do with that, being dissed.
I think I read somewhere that Darren said that's something more for like NSYNC and Britney Spears, so I'm not sure exactly if it was just not something that they would do.
Wouldn't put it past them, yeah. Okay, so that's it. You named yours, so yeah, that's right. So I get 2 in a row. All right, so my final one, and probably my favorite song from System is Spiders.
Nice, great choice.
Off the self-titled first album. There's a couple good songs off the first album. Sweet Pea and Sugar is another one, but Spiders is just an incredible song. I just love it. I love the changing tempo, and it's just an awesome song. Yeah, a great one. So that's off the first self-titled one. Yep.
Nice.
All right, so we only had one match.
One match, yeah.
Okay. So I just want to mention a couple extras that just missed my list, and some of them made Steph's list, like Radio Video and Lonely Day. They were both in my top 10. But one song I want to mention that just missed the top 5 is Roulette, off of Steal This Album, which is their second album. And I just think it's a beautiful song. It is a rare relationship song from them, and it's a ballad. But I love it. I love that line, I don't know how I feel when I'm around you. Just a gorgeous song. It just missed my list. And one more. It's Dear Dance off Toxicity. And talk about protest songs. I think it's an amazing protest song. They like to push the weak around, rubber bullet kisses, all about police brutality and how much power, when power used in the wrong ways. And we could see that in this day and age, what's going on with the police and defund the police. It's like that song, Dear Dance, could have been written yesterday.
I agree.
Yep.
And I'm going to name some extras. So I think from Toxicity, I would say Needles is a great song about the dangers of using drugs. Another song I think is great is Violent Pornography from the album Mesmerized.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Talk about the relentless consumerism of reality television, and just pointing out the stuff we see on TV is as bad as violent pornography, and how it's yet socially accepted to watch. So, just love how they made a song and pointed that out. I also think Sad Statue from the album Mesmerized, I think is great too. So yeah, lots of great stuff. It was really tough to do a top 5 for System, I gotta say.
Oh, for sure. All right, and at the end, again, when we're done talking now, you'll be able to see our top 5 and extras. All right, guys, have a good one.
All right, be safe.
Guys and gals, be safe.